Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Football Manager 2016. This is the return to glory with AC Milan. And we are still top of the table, just, by 2 points to Lazio and Juventus, and then come Udinese and Cagliari. The table's a bit strange this year. That's mostly because we're top, but also you got Roma down in the middle there, Inter in 7th, Bari are up in 8th. Who else, I think? The bottom looks about normal. But I've decided to do another commentary in the Champions League. It's going to be against Zenit, and I'll show you why in a moment. But first, so after the thrashing of Benfica in the previous Champions League game, we played Empoli and won 1-0. This was hard for classic sort of Serie A game where Menez got the winner in the 35th minute. We only had one shot on target, but it was enough. Again, like a lot of teams in this sort of league, they were all right, but they never really, not necessarily threatened, but looked. They never convinced me at any stage that they were going to break the back of our net, so to speak. As you say, they have Graziano. I mean, they've got a decent team. They've got Claudio Jacob. They've got Graziano Pella, who is 32 years old at this stage. Who else have they got on the bench? If they got anyone? No. Actually, no, just them two players, really. And Mastali here, who I sold to them in the summer. So then we had another one of these games, as I mentioned previously, against Genoa. It just, again, none of the players particularly bad. I mean, Jeremy Menez was a bit poor. But again, the goalkeeper, Simon Scuffet here, was great. He admittedly had a fantastic game. He made several great saves, but lovely goal there from Udinese. Ada, who is ridiculously good on this, he's been fantastic for Udinese. And our front two were kind of, really at the front, we were ineffective. Blažekovski again just getting a great rating. But Lillard, they never had clear-cut chances, but they just had that little bit more, that extra little bit of quality that we just lacked on the day. And it was just, again, a really frustrating time. But yeah, I just think I put them down. You have 2 or 3 of these a season. Hopefully, that's the second one out the way, I guess. And then, as you can see, the start of the minor downturn. That's a very slight one. We then played Lazio. Menez again popping up with a goal. I wasn't too disappointed considering we came from a goal down here. They dominated. Actually, no, they didn't dominate the game, but they had the lion's share of it, so to speak. Here are the goals. They took the lead very early on, as you can see, just in the 3rd minute here, and we equalised with 12 minutes to go. Goalkeeper, there is just one criticism I do have of Donnarumma. His positioning is not particularly great. I think you could say that about most goalkeepers on this game, to be honest, but a lovely run from Menez. I should point out as well at this time, the amount of offside goals we were scoring was infuriating. I was getting enraged to the point of something that's very angry because it was I think we had 2 offside goals. I don't know if they show up here actually. No, I don't think they do. No, they don't show up in the blue highlight thing down here. But we had 2 offside goals against Udinese. I think didn't have one against Lazio. We had one against Benfica and we had one against Inter. Incidentally, we lost to Benfica here. We lost the goal lead as well. Koulibaly put through his own net, but Raul Jimenez put 2 past us. John Stones went off in there. I don't think it's any coincidence. 56th minute. And then that happens. Fabinho is not having a great time at right back. He's struggling, really. He's much better as a defensive midfielder, especially when Nigel de Jong is racking up them yellow cards like Ramos. I played Ramos because... why did I play Ramos, actually? I can't remember. I think Menez wanted the rest or something, or he needed the rest. So I gambled on Ramos, and yeah, you kind of figure out what happened. To be honest, he's got, 2 goals in, 3 starts, which isn't too bad, but he's had 10 appearances off the bench. So that was frustrating, and now we've really got a fascinating Champions League group here. As you can see, we do thankfully have to play Stabæk, so that does mean we kind of do have the easier run-in. Zenit, I've got to play both us and Benfica, so there's still a lot to play for. Zenit have not lost though, so this will be very interesting. Then we had the Milan derby, the Dalla, what is it, the Bella Madonna or something or other. we took the lead again through Menez, who again brought us back with 9 minutes to go. But I want to show you Schneider's free kick. This is a phenomenal free kick. It's hard to blame Donnarumma really, but yeah, it was just a fantastic free kick. He arguably could do a little better, but it's taken away from the quality. Again, Menez, he's just so good at getting on the end of them crosses. Blazikowski and Bonaventura this time. But check this out. Oof. Could Donnarumma have done better there? Maybe. But again, as I say, it's a fantastic free kick. And then from a bloody throw in here, as you can see, Inter actually take the lead. Playing some very nice football, actually. Goalkeeper, again, positioning just a little bit. You know, where was he there? He was. I wouldn't say he was ball watching, but you know, he's not in a good position. Pastore's been quite poor actually so far. I mean, he has positive effects on the game and stuff, if you know what I mean. But he hasn't done anything where I go, wow, that's a £20 million player, you know, type thing. So I'm really struggling there. But Menez again getting on the end of the cross this time from Fabinho, and yeah, we got a point. So not the end of the world. And then for the third season in a row, we managed to win at Juventus Stadium 1-0. I'll just take this back here. I show you again. Juventus away 1-0. Bonaventura with the winner. And then in the very first season, admittedly that was in the Italian Cup, and it hasn't loaded the second half of the fixtures for some reason. There we go. We won 1-0 there, and it won't show the goal scorer this time because it's gone ahead. But this time, the goal scorer was Jose Mari, who had a great game, who's someone I've arguably neglected a little bit. They dominated the game, as you can see, in possession and shots on target. We didn't even have any clear-cut chances, but fair play to Jose Mari here. Menez with the assist, he was involved. Again, he just can't get out. He just keeps getting involved in the goals, doesn't he? And I can't quite believe this. Now, why didn't I do this one live? I said I was going to do it live. I wanted to concentrate on it because look at this run. I didn't want to do it live and go, hey, it's me, you know, just being a bit daft and, you know, doing a video and things as I do. But I really wanted to concentrate on this one because if I was making a video and I was sort of had half an hour, because I don't, bear in mind, I'm making a video, I'm doing a lot of different things at once, you know, it's not the same as just playing Football Manager. I'm trying to be at least a little bit entertaining, so you know, you're not 100% focused on the game, as I say, because you are making a video. So that's why, and well, it's working. So 1-0, let's try and go for a fourth next year, right? But again, now you may notice Carlos Bacca, the lack of goals from him. Ever since he scored them two against Benfica, he hasn't scored at all, and he's completely fallen off his rocking horse, so to speak. He's gone, absolutely fallen away. He's not concerned or anything, he just hasn't scored for a while. So for this game, I am going to play Ramos. Christian Benteke, in case you're wondering, has been injured, as you know in the last video I mentioned. He's nearly back, he is on that orange injury notification, I guess, whatever you want to call it. But the team will, at the moment, remain relatively the same. In case you're wondering, John Stones is out. So he's been out for about 4 weeks or so. He's nearing his return, but he's not fit enough yet. So Jason Murillo has come in. Look at the last 5 games, though. It's not great, is it? I mean, Blazikowski sort of gradually gone down a bit. Maori's one of the few outstanding green bars there, as well as Menez. But look at Ramos. I mean, that's miserable. Pretty terrible, isn't it? So Benteke will obviously take the place of Ramos when he comes back, and if we really, 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 really need him, I will bring him on, but it will be a complete last gasp thing, because you don't bring a player on when he's got orange injury like that. In fact, I'm not going to bring him on. I've changed my mind. Ricky Alvarez instead, because anytime, especially I've noticed on FM16 in particular, it's probably all the same for all FMs, to be honest. If you do bring someone on who is still injured, you know, even if it's a light injury, will more than likely get injured again, like for worse. I mean, you know, instead of being out for 4 days, he's now out for 6 weeks or something. So we're going to get into this here. We're going to keep on this nice, very high tempo attacking. In fact, let's change that to high tempo. Play that we seem to have really fallen in love with. Let's see how we go. So Shartov and Javi Garcia and Danny, I think's playing and stuff. Hulk, obviously. So this is still a good Zenit team. Let's make no mistake. So we have to be careful here. But We'll see how Benfica get on. You're going to have to assume they're going to beat Stabæk. And I'm sure the outcome of this group is going to look a lot more clearer by the end of this game. This is the crunch one then. So this is why I decided to pick this over, say, Juventus. Because it is still the Champions League. Even though I did say to the board, we can Greenwich in the first knockout round. Or that's the aim, to at least get to the first knockout round. I'm beginning to regret that slightly now because of the difficulty in playing Zenit here. But we're at home, and I think we've got a chance. Here's Pastore, that's really good. What can you see? That's what Pastore does. He does that, but then there's no, fine, not necessarily end product, but, just that little bit of X factor, the way you go, right, whip it in. Oh, just boots it against the Zenit player, type thing. Here's Blazikowski, gives it to Fabinho, and it's a poor cross. Fabinho, I know Fabinho can be good, because he has put in some good performances, but when he's bad, he is pretty bad. And Ramos, God, it's a difficult angle. Maybe should have scored there. He's coming across. Should probably have scored. So Benfica, as you can see, have taken the lead, as expected, against Stabæk. And Blazikowski hits it straight to the goalkeeper, who tidies up. So really, we do need to get a victory here. This is now fairly imperative. Because we don't really want our fate in other teams' hands. And here's Hulk. Oh, he drags it wide. Not very good. I think Donnarumma, he's very good at shot blocking. Mignolet-esque, as I say, one of the, definitely Mignolet's biggest positive is his shot stopping. I don't think anyone can really deny that. He is very, his distribution is not particularly great and so on, but that's what I do feel like with Donnarumma at the moment. But he's only 18 years old. Compare that to a 26-year-old Mignolet. So, apparently the report says, his only weakness is that he's a bit unfooted, which I don't really buy. He's no real problems with that so far. I just don't know if I've just not noticed it. But there's Duba, I think is how you say it, or Diba, whatever. So we're now 1-0 down, and it's getting quite bad. Let's not retain possession. Let's get rid of all this. Because at the minute, things just aren't working. Yes, we beat Juventus, but don't ask me how. Did that. Donnarumma with a good save, but it's gone straight to Hulk into Siglio. Skulls it away, and we are struggling here. Big time. That's really bad. In fact, I wonder what effect that could have now that we are losing. Really, we cannot lose here. Good tackle by De Jong, but at the minute, Adrian Ramos is just utterly pathetic and just not worth having. Here he is. What the fucking hell is that? Did he seriously just try and head the ball as almost having an attempt on target from 20 yards out? Good dear. Right, Pastore. That's not a bad ball, actually. Here's Blazikowski. Come on. Good ball in. They seem to sort of take it really... That's a miserable bloody header by Pastore. They seem to sort of... Let's pause it a second. Watch my arrow here. They seem to, instead of taking it to the sort of going towards the goal, they seem to sort of go this way, sort of turn towards the byline, and then turn around and then try and cross it in. And it looks like, I don't know why they keep doing that. I don't even know if that's an instruction. I don't know if that's a thing. But I'm sorry, he is not good enough. Adrian Ramos, got to bring Carlos back around. I know he's out of form, but he's an out of form Carlos back is surely still better than Adrian Ramos. Try him as a wide playmaker, this still won't work, but Blazikowski, I need him to really turn it on now. Again, the defence let me down slightly, so I'm going to have to turn that off. I want to say shoot on sight, but no, we're not, because it just infuriates me, and considering where we are, we're losing and stuff, and the last thing you want is, Mauri to have a shot from 35 yards out because he got a sighter on goal. It's the last thing you want. Right, Blazikowski, he's slowed down. He's still been fine, Blazikowski. Has slowed down. He's not been as good as he perhaps was, but, good at the start of the season. He's still been, as I say, he's still been good. Right, here's Pastore. He's miles away. His radar is so bad at the minute. It's just miles away. I swear I'm not a mind reader or anything. I can't predict the future. That wasn't 35 yards either. Right, yeah, Blazikowski obviously having a bad game for once. Just when we didn't. We needed him to be good. Menez is off form. We just seem to glide through the sort of 55th to 75th minute periods when nothing happens. As if they're trying to find the bearings again. Menez just whacks it against the Zenit player, and that's a miserable ball from De Siglio. Oh, it's... Right, can we try again here? Menez. But look how many players he's surrounded, and he's probably going to have a shot. If shoot on sight was on, he most definitely would have had another attempt there. There's Bakker. Blazikowski, that's it, lovely. It's not offside, thank God, because I'm sick of fucking offside goals on this game at the minute. We're having so many. Not to say that's a bug or anything, I'm not blaming the game there, that's just the way we're playing. But we're level, and it's Jakob Blazikowski just when we needed him, and goodness gracious me. Zenit nearly go back in front. Chance here from a corner, it's Pastore, comes out to Menez, Blazikowski again, Bakker, oh, he's just not, he's just not with it at the minute. Carlos Bakker is just not happening for him. He's had an assist, but it's not quite what he needs. He needs a goal. Jeremy Menez, if it's not one, it's the other at the minute with Bakker and Menez. But Mario, okay, we're going to take Mario off for someone just a little bit more. Bertolaccio Bonaventura since his. Let's try that. Okay, he'll be a bit more aggressive in the attacking sense. So a draw here wouldn't actually be the end of the world, I suppose, considering who we're playing. But we've got a chance to fucking score, and Menez can't do it. Of course, he scored 12 goals this season, and this is now where he completely loses the ability to score. Space Jam-esque. So yeah, 6.5. He's had a shocker, Menez. He's been in such good form all season, but he's had a shocker today. Here he is again, getting himself around. He's not even playing good passes anymore. Here is Bakker. But you can chase this one. And found De Jong. Is he going to have a shot? It's bounced ricochet straight to Menez, and he's offside, obviously. Right, no, we're going to see this highlight first. I want to see what happens before changing anything. Pastore is quite good actually getting himself around the pitch. He does defensive duties mostly quite well. And now here we go again. Bonaventura has unleashed Menez. Can he get it right this time? No, and it still won't ricochet. He's got to come off. I'm sorry. It's not good enough anymore. We're going to play Alvarez behind him, behind Bakker, because he's squandered 3 glorious chances, and that is not good enough. He's blown it now. He's completely blown it, and for that, Alvarez is coming on. He's going to play in behind Carlos Bakker, just because I don't want to lose it now. That really would screw things up. I'm just going to retreat slightly, just put it back to control, just because we're not going all out attack and stuff. But Alvarez going in there. Here's Bonaventura now. 5 minutes to go. Alvarez just does not get in second to 10 there. We try again. Lovely ball to Bakker, who... What the hell did he even do? That was terrible. Okay, again, we'll just pull it back slightly. Again, I know I want to win it. But I don't want to lose it. Because that would be disastrous. Oh, and Pastore nearly let him get away there. Goodness me. Right, final chance to win it. 1 minute to go. Pastore to De Siglio. That's a terrible cross straight to the goalkeeper. Crossing is usually so good, but... Right, another chance. Oh, and it nearly falls to Bakker. That's what I mean. That's all it's been over the last few games. So many nearly chances. Little things like that, just either little interceptions or little ricochets or not quite, things like that. That's all it's been. The amount of times where I've gone, ooh, in this game, it's immensely frustrating. But here's Hulke's offside, so we are most likely going to beat Stabæk. So, as far as I can see, we are pretty much going to go through because we are definitely going to beat Stabæk. Like, no question. They've only scored 3 goals now, all against us. But that was because I was on hyper attacking, just going crazy. So we'll move up to 11 points. Now, obviously, both of these teams can't go to 3 points. Even if so, really, that should mean we're through. Not officially, but, we're going to beat the other team. So, yeah. Not the best game in the world, but you can start to see a little bit of fragility starting to come through now, and you can see why, we're going through this little bad patch. Admittedly, we beat Juventus. I just don't know what it is. It's pre-programmed. We're just pre-programmed to beat Juventus 1-0. But Zenit are really good, though. I just should point out that look at the quality in that team. There's Ezekiel Garay, Hulk, Danny, Shatov, Garcia, Chris Cressito, lots Kerzhikov, lots of good players. So a draw is not the end of the world. But our front two, he is as useful as a chocolate teapot. He just lacked the ability to score today. He is horribly out of form, and Benteke is injured, so that's how quickly it can change, really. But what am I complaining about? We're top of the league, and we're probably going to go through to the first knockout round of the Champions League. So really, it's not all bad. It's just a minor hiccup, I'm hoping. So thank you for watching. I'll probably come back for that Starbet game because it was so good in the last game that I think I owe it to you to do it again, and also to confirm our qualification for the next round. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.